friends, welcome back to the channel. So today I am going to do a wig review from a company that I have purchased from before. This is a wig shop that I found on Etsy. And actually, this is my first piece that I purchased from this company. This is a human hair wig piece, and I just love her. I did purchase this with my own funds, and she was up there in price. I did want to try that out to see what I thought, and you can see the full review up top here of this piece. But the company is called Sunny Wigs, or Wigs by Sunny. And she is a wig shop on Etsy. And yeah, she does great pieces. I love this piece. It was everything I was looking for. I did want to get a more like blonde, blonde kind of color for summer, and this is really it. I love this piece. I do need to wash it. It is looking a little bit dry right now. But that'll be good too, because I want to see how she holds up, because I have never washed her before. But I did cut in some bangs here, some face framing pieces, and I really do like her a lot. So this is a human hair wig piece. She was up there in price, and I wanted to purchase another piece from them because I think she's expanding her shop or something, and I don't know if she's getting into more wigs or different kind of wigs, but I did want to try a synthetic piece from her. And so I did pick up this one. This is a human hair synthetic blend wig, and I got her for a great deal. I think on Etsy it was like even free shipping. So I believe this piece was probably around $100, and I had to scoop her up. And I think she was offering a discount because of her shop expansion or something. So I had to pick this up. So this is the piece here. And wowee, under these lights, this is freaking gorgeous. This is called the Brown Sugar Brunette Golden Brown Warm Tone Wig. Soft caramel, deep chestnut waves. It's a choppy bob style. So it's a little bit shorter. What was the size, the length on this? 10 inches. So I feel she might, I haven't had her on yet. We'll see what she looks like. But that color is stunning. Now, I will say that is what is so funny with wigs, is that under different lighting, you know, like in my bedroom, whatever, you know, you take it out, you're like, oh, okay, you know, it's brown, whatever. But under these lights, look at the dimension in this. And you actually can see the dimension when you pick it up. I mean, look at all of these caramel highlights through this. This is freaking stunning. So let me show you the inside of the cap. They say this is a center part, side part lace front wig. We'll see. To me, it looks center, which I didn't know when I purchased this. I didn't read far enough, and I'm kind of bummed about it. Well, I guess it is slightly side part, but whatever. So this is the wig cap. It looks like they have already cut the lace. I did not ask for that, but you know, whatever. I don't even care. Maybe she does a better job than I do. But this is the cap. I'm hoping this lace blends in. I thought it is Swiss lace, but there's the side / center part, combs on either side of actually by the ear tabs, one in the back, and then standard hooking to adjuster. So let me put this on, and we will see what she looks like. This is a standard wig cap, average size, but wow, this dimension is freaking beautiful. All right, let me put this on, and I will show you what this looks like. Hold tight. Okay, here's what she looks like. She's cute. She is cute. I do like this caramel color. The fibers feel very soft. She is heat friendly, up to 350, I think they said. And so we're going to test that out too. But as I said, the lace was cut. I feel that it's darker than I would like, which is kind of a bummer. I'm going to have to see if I can lighten that up a bit. But I also might trim that a little more, since it does look like it could be trimmed a little bit more. But I don't know. Well, there are no ear tabs, which I am actually, I mean, there are kind of, but it almost seems that there isn't, which is nice because I feel you could part this any way you want by spinning the wig cap. See, now there is kind of a side part to me where the lace is. That's the center part to me. So I might have to play around with this to see what I prefer. But like, there really are no ear tabs. I mean, you can feel the lace where it comes down to here on either side. I do not gravitate toward a middle part. So this might be one that I am going to experiment with spinning to a different side. Now, the only thing is that that lace will affect that, but you might have to trim that off. I just like a middle part so much better. I mean, not a middle part, a side part, so much better. See what it looks like on this side. Yeah, I just like a side part so much better. But anyway, let me spin around and show you what this looks like from all sides. As I said, this is 10 inches, and it is a bob. Yeah, the fibers are really soft. Yeah, she's cute. So she did come with a silk bag, which I love. Sunny Wigs. And then, she came with quite a few wig caps. The nylon kind, which I really don't wear unless I'm going to get creative and try to cover up some of the lace or the part or something like that, and get it to match my own skin tone. But it also came with this cool brush that you can use. So let me put this on. Let's see. I have so this takes heat. I have a hot styling wand heating up, and I'm going to test the curl on this to see how she curls. Hold tight. So I was just playing with this off camera, and I think that I might have been able to create kind of a middle or kind of a side part. I'll have to play with this a little more, but I'm just taking like hair and fibers from like off center here from this part, and I'm going to kind of try to direct that over to this side. But I'm going to spray this with some heat protectant spray. This is by L'Oreal Heat Slayer. I have so much of this. We're just going to kind of spray this here and see what she does. So this, I want to kind of try and start directing it this way. And this is set at 340. It says it takes heat up to 350. So I thought I would start at maybe 340. So the fibers seem like they direct pretty well. Wow, this is really freaking cute. I do have to cut off some more of this lace. I can see it in my camera here, and that's a little bit bothersome to me. But she is directing really nice. And I will probably think about cutting in some bangs once I get these fibers moved over. But she's cute. She's almost like an inverted bob, like stacked here and then longer in the front. Gosh, she's cute. Okay, I'm going to try to curl her and see what she looks like here. Oop. Wow. Well, that already looked like it was curling pretty good. Not so good. I have found with these human hair blends that they might be able to be straightened, but to curl them again, they don't really perform good. Like, these curls are probably baked in, and hopefully they will last. But that is where you have to hope they last, I feel, because they don't really take heat as a curl very well. Okay, let's try it again. Now I upped the temperature to 350. And you might have to just keep this on the fibers for a little bit longer than you would like a human hair wig piece. Oh. No, see? It just does not curl. Wow. Well, that's what you have to know with a human hair blend, is that it's still, I feel, it's still more synthetic. It has the features of a synthetic more than a human hair blend or human hair. Where a human hair, that would have curled. And a blend, I don't think they curl that well. They might straighten, but they don't curl very well. So that is my thought on that. It has no real bearing to Sunny and the wigs. It's just more synthetic blend wigs in general, I feel. They just do not curl. They still have the style baked in as a synthetic piece would. But I feel maybe more natural movement comes in with the human hair. That's what I feel. Like, it has more of that look and feel of human hair without looking so synthetic-y, but does not, does not even have the features of a human hair wig piece for sure, and possibly not even the features of a heat-friendly style of a synthetic. It just doesn't curl. Now, I bet if I wanted to, take these curls out of here with a flat iron, I bet you that would work. Kind of like in my last video with the piece from Irresistible Me. It was very easy to take the curl out, but to put it back in might be a different story. So this is my thought on this. She's beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful. I did have a piece that was very similar to this from Vivica Fox during my initial wig journey, and she was so cute. She was a bob, kind of inverted style that had like a line that came longer in the front here and actually curled very similar to this. And I just loved her. So it's kind of interesting. Wow. It's kind of interesting that I find this piece and it actually resembles her, and I just love that piece. I wore it all the time. And so, yeah. So the only thing I can say on this is that I will have to, redirect these fibers a little bit more. I might try to pluck the hair in the part a little bit here. Hold tight. Okay. What I did off camera, I did some modifications to this. So I did put some scar tape up through the parting there. And it's this silicone scar sheets brand that I got off of Amazon. I like this because this is very, it's a very nude color, natural color, and they're very thin sheets. And as far as I know, I think you can get like different thicknesses of scar sheets, which I never knew. But it's very thin. And so I did that up through the part. I didn't go all the way there, but it just gave the illusion of scalp there a little bit, hid some of the knots. And the knotting is very good on this because of the caramel highlights that go to the top. They're just a little bit lighter than the dark rooting or base that's in this, and so the knotting isn't so bad, but you can definitely see where it isn't and then where it is. And I brought that all the way up to the front, very close to the hairline here. So let me put this back on. I didn't feel I had to pluck the part a little bit. I don't really even like a visible part, and if you pluck too much, it gets a little bit too wide. And so you really can't even see the part that much, but it just made it a little bit more believable. And I'm still liking how I'm able to direct this side parting a bit. So I'll have to play with that a little bit more. And I'll do a follow-up on this one. But yeah, the only thing I can say on this, very cute piece. I love the color, love the caramel highlights. It looks very similar to the piece that I have been wearing every day, which is the piece from Amazon, my human hair wig piece, Bob. Looks very similar to that. The colors are very similar and the highlights are very similar, just like a little bit differently done. But one thing I do want to do a follow-up on is to see how this works with my hot rollers, my silicone rollers that I have. Maybe that will bring in some of the wave here. And I have found that with other human hair blends that my hot rollers tend to work better than a styling wand. For some reason, which I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because it's able to sit there longer and cool. Not sure on that, but I do like the color. These highlights are beautiful. Like I said, I might try to cut in some bangs here, some face framing pieces here. But yeah, this is cute. This is really cute. So Sunny's Wig Shop on Etsy is wonderful. I have actually ordered another piece from her and should be coming very soon. So yeah, I will be doing a review on that as well. So hope this information was helpful for you. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will attach a picture here of what this picture looks like, the stock photo. And I will also take some pictures of what this looks like in some natural lighting. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.